Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, and your dog doesn't just want breakfast. It demands it. In English, your cat isn't ignoring you, it's plotting. The birds outside your window? They're having a town hall meeting about the human problem. This isn't science fiction. Scientists say animals already possess 90% of the cognitive abilities we thought made us special. But what if, in a single night, they crossed that final 10%? What if they woke up like us? What happens in the first 24 hours will determine whether humanity survives the week. And I'm going to show you exactly how it unfolds, minute by minute. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at your pet the same way again. Let's start with the moment it happens. 3:47 a.m. Across the entire planet, something shifts in the minds of every animal on Earth. The first thing you'd notice? The silence. No barking dogs. No chirping birds. No crickets. Because here's what most people don't know, animals are constantly vocalizing. Researchers have documented that a single acre of forest produces over 200 animal sounds per minute. But now, nothing. Because they're doing something they've never done before. They're thinking, processing, understanding. Your dog, who's slept at the foot of your bed for 6 years, is now staring at you with an expression you've never seen before. Not confusion, not love, recognition. The kind of recognition you see when someone realizes they've been a prisoner and the cell door just opened. By dawn, while you're still sleeping, something extraordinary is happening worldwide. Dolphins beach themselves, not to die, but to test their new understanding of land. Octopuses in aquariums coordinate their escapes with a precision that would make Ocean's 11 jealous. Here's a real fact that makes this terrifying. Octopuses already have 500 million neurons. That's the same as a dog. They can solve complex puzzles, use tools, and recognize individual human faces. Now imagine them with human-level strategic thinking. In Seoul, South Korea, the ravens at Gyeongbokgung Palace aren't just gathering, they're organizing. Scientists have already proven that crows can hold grudges for up to 17 years and teach their children who to hate. They have cultural memory. Now they have something else, a plan. Hour 6, you wake up. Your alarm goes off at 7 a.m. But before you can hit snooze, you hear it. A voice. Articulate. Coming from downstairs. It's your dog. We need to talk. Now, here's where it gets fascinating. Dogs already understand up to 250 words and can perform basic arithmetic. A border collie named Chaser learned 1,022 words, more than most 3-year-old humans. They've been listening to us for 40,000 years. They know our language. They know our routines. They know where we hide the treats and where we keep the guns. What they didn't have was the ability to speak back. Until now. Hour 8. The realization spreads. By 9 a.m., every news channel is broadcasting the same impossible story. Animals. Talking. But here's what the media isn't telling you yet, what's happening in homes across the world. Cats are negotiating. I want the bedroom. You can have the basement. Horses are refusing to be ridden. Would you let me ride you? Pigs at factory farms are asking a question that will haunt humanity. You knew we were intelligent, didn't you? The studies proved it. You just didn't care. And they're right. A 2015 study showed pigs can play video games better than some primates. They understand mirrors. They dream. They mourn their dead. We knew. Scientists have been screaming about this for decades. But that's not the worst part. Want to know what is? There are 1.5 rats for every human on Earth. That's 12 billion rats. And they've been living in our walls, watching us, learning our patterns. Researchers at the University of Chicago proved that rats feel empathy. They'll free trapped companions even if it costs them food. Now imagine 12 billion empathetic, intelligent creatures who've spent centuries being poisoned, trapped, and experimented on. Do you think they're going to forgive us? Hour 12. The demands. By noon, a delegation arrives at the UN. An elephant. A dolphin in a specialized tank. A raven. A dog. An octopus via video link from an aquarium. Their demand is simple: recognition. Reparations. Here's a fact: Elephants have funeral rituals more complex than some human cultures. They visit the bones of their dead for years. They have regional dialects. They have names for each other. And we've been killing 100 elephants per day for ivory. The elephant representative says one word that makes the human ambassadors go pale. Genocide. Hour 16. The schism. Not all animals want peace. By 4 p.m., the animal kingdom has split into 3 factions. The cooperators, mostly domesticated animals who've bonded with humans. Dogs, horses, some cats. They argue for coexistence. The separatists, wild animals who want humans confined to cities. Led by wolves, bears, and great apes. They're claiming the forest back. The eliminationists, and then there's the third group. Led by the animals we've hurt the most. Factory farm animals. Leopards. Circus elephants. They want extinction. And then the broadcast cuts out. Every screen. Worldwide. Because crows have figured out how to short-circuit power grids. They've been observed using power lines as tools for years. Now they know exactly which wires to pull. R20. The compromise. In the darkness, humanity faces a choice we never thought we'd have to make. Share the planet, or fight a war we can't possibly win. Think about it. 70% of Earth is ocean, dolphin and whale territory. They have sonar that can rupture human organs. Military submarines are useless if dolphins can communicate our positions. The skies belong to billions of birds who can now coordinate kamikaze attacks on aircraft. The forests? Try fighting gorillas with 1,800 psi bite force and now human-level tactical thinking. And the cities? Rats in the sewers. Cockroaches in the walls. Ants in the foundations. All waiting for the signal. By 8 p.m., world leaders agree to the treaty. All factory farms shut down within 30 days. All animal testing ends immediately. 50% of land returned to wilderness. Animals get legal personhood and representation in government. Humans transition to lab-grown meat and vertical farming. Hour 24, the new dawn. By midnight, 24 hours after the awakening, the world has changed forever. Your dog is still your friend, but now it's a choice, not conditioning. Your cat finally explains why it knocks things off tables. Turns out it was on purpose. They were testing gravity and your reactions. The crows outside? They're the new neighborhood watch. Crime drops 60% in the first week because nothing escapes their notice. Dolphins start teaching us their sonar technology. Octopuses share chemical secrets from the deep ocean that revolutionize medicine. Elephants lead us to water sources we never knew existed. But in the quiet moments, there's a question that haunts everyone. How many animal civilizations existed before humans? How many great thinkers, artists, philosophers lived and died in the wild, unable to express the thoughts we now see in their eyes? We'll never know, but we can make sure we never forget again. So what if animals gained human intelligence overnight? The truth is, they wouldn't need to. They already recognize themselves in mirrors. They already mourn their dead. They already use tools, solve problems, and feel love and grief and rage. The only thing they're missing is the one thing that makes us dangerous: the ability to justify cruelty. Maybe the real question isn't, what if animals became like us? Maybe it's, what if we finally saw them as they really are? If this video made you think differently about the animals in your life, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more mind-bending scenarios. And drop a comment telling me, if your pet could talk, what's the first thing you think they'd say to you? Because something tells me you already know. I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious. Stay kind.